sculptures and whatnot.
Yeah, then Zacharias will move up to the damn
What's
gate and knock on the door.
Right. So a personal guard will come in and ask him his business and his name, and look a little confused while he's alone. Come with servants and whatnot.
Well, Zacharias will give him his icy glare and basically tell him that his name is Zacharias and he is here to see Baroness Venya.
Oh, yes, very well. We'll ask Zacharias to just follow then.
He will.
Leads him into sort of the entry place, and then he goes off, and very quickly after, the Baroness sort of walks, laughing out from a room with a glass of wine in her hand.
Zacharias looks at her and says, "Enjoying yourself, Baroness."
Sort of sips of wine and says, "Yes, very much. So pleasant of you to visit. Haven't seen any of you for a while."
Yes, we have been busy out west. A lot of things to do, dragons to slay, that type of thing. He waves a hand dismissively.
I'm sure we'll hear about it in some months.
Oh, I am sure. Now, Baroness, as part of our deal, I have come to gather some information. It just so happens that the lords currently have an interest in visiting the capital.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea. I have more friends there than I have in Gastenhall, I must say. More influential, too.
He nods. That sounds excellent, then. I am sure you will be able to work some of your contacts in our favor, then, yes?
I could certainly get you a meeting with one of them, put in a few good words. Someone who might actually be interested in meeting with you.
Good. That sounds excellent, then. Zacharias looks around. Well, you have a few hours to pack whatever you want, and then we are leaving.
But I assume, then, that I can bring a few of my guards. My household, of course. I would not be expected to travel without them.
Zacharias smiles. I can transport you and up to 5 other people. Best select carefully.
Very well, then.
If you have certain items you wish to take with you, of sentimental value otherwise, I can supply some means of transportation of said items. Zacharias will toss her like a bag of holding.
I'll take it. Yes. Very well, then. I will be right ready.
Good.
In an hour.
And then, an hour. That's convenient. Then Zacharias will scry. While this is going on, he will, he will wait, and when he's doing this, he will start scrying. Let's scry Cash.
The weakest willed.
Yeah, the weakest
Cash wearing
will.
the headband.
She is.
Alright, she gets a minus 20 to her will save.
I think it's safe to say that she fails.
She could roll an natural 20.
It would be kind of fun if you did. Will save.
Yep,
Minus
we'll say minus 20.
20.
Probably more, since he knows you well and such.
Minus 8.
Yeah, he definitely succeeds.
So this is only like an hour into this? Maybe an hour and a half, so we've only just arrived. We already
Probably sees them discussing who has to pay for a carriage.
I don't think that's
Awesome.
an hour.
I'm looking at what seems to be a large lockbox somewhere in the barn.
I think Zacharias would probably give them like 2 hours or something, so he's actually fairly sure they have entered the town, because he wants to scry so he can actually see something in town, so he can teleport there.
Yeah, I would have given you like an estimated time, which I would guess, by my calculations, maybe something like 2 hours.
Gonna give the Baroness more time.
Yeah. I'm kind that way. Me.
No, you're not.
Nay.
So, yeah, I would have told an estimated time about 2 hours before we got into the town.
What is this meticulous lining up of horses and a carriage?
Shut up!
It is incredibly important that the horses are perfectly.
Clearly it is, yes.
Well, it's your fault for getting distracted by it.
Yeah.
Well, you continue.
There we go.
Perfect.
And yeah,
The string's gone over.
if they have just entered the town,
Um,
then Zacharias will whisper into Cash's mind and say that she is not to be alarmed. He's just looking, and then he will like
yeah, that's gonna work.
have a wheezing laugh, and then he will say, "Lady Cash, please quickly find a room in an inn or just a back alley where no one actually is, so I can teleport myself and the baroness there."
She'll
Enter
say, enter her house. Oh, that sounds fun. She'll just nod and she'll just nod and she'll say, "Get the hell out of my mind."
Not quite yet. I need to actually see the place.
To the back alley.
Yeah, she tells you we need to go to the back alley.
Back alley it is.
No
Does
question.
she randomly say we need to go into a back alley?
Yeah. You know, you can think whatever you want. Cash is fine with it.
Well, knowing Cash for over a year, that question is probably not as odd as it should be.
It's not really that odd anymore.
So we go into a back alley. No questions asked.
Nope.
You can scrape weird moss off the wall.
Oh, I
Yes.
understand completely now.
So as we enter the back alley, suddenly what happens?
Well, suddenly, Zacharias and the baroness and 6 of her guards stand in front of you.
Cash will nod to the baroness. And
Just a smile, do a little wave. She doesn't carry anything with her. The guards carry it.
Between the bag of holding.
Zacharias turns towards her. "Here we are then, Baroness. I take it you will be staying somewhere in town. Pray tell where, so we can seek you out later this evening."
She'll say, yes. I'll be staying in number 14 of the Golden Bow.
I think I did a good job with the wagon.
And funny enough, we have a wagon for you to ride in.
But it's my wagon.
I paid for it.
I'll take that as a gift then. Thank you.
What?
Very
I
kind.
bought it.
She gives her as a flirtious smile as she moves to it. Her guards following her, looking around.
I just waited.
Not too weirded out by the teleportation, lady.
Zacharias looks around. "Very well then. That was quick enough. We will see you this evening, Baroness, where you will tell us all you can about certain features of the capital."
As you will. What name should I know you by here? You might not be invited in to such a luxurious place just as anybody.
I think that Lord Zacharias or Lord Wraith will suffice quite a bit.
So there's too many questions would be asked, I'm sure. But I think I have answers.
Good. We trust that your exquisite skill at manipulation and misdirection, Baroness.
There's little of such will be needed, I assure you. There are parties here who agree with me without such means.
Those are quite interesting informations. Zacharias turns around, looks over the city. It is sickeningly beautiful and well ordered, is it not?
It is called the Paradise of Galarian, really.
I just want to burn it all down. He sort of, actually, you sort of see him raise his hands for a few seconds, and then, he lets them fall again.
You give you seriously
It
like
looks
a shot.
around. It is nothing like my home, however. Once Davrin is returned to my careful hands, I shall sculpt it into something this world has never seen.
Good. Good. We're looking
Okay.
forward to it.
And we'll get the chance to burn this place down soon enough.
Now then. Shall we? Zacharias looks around.
The bells in the city begin ringing to midday mass.
Ugh.
Is there changes from his driver outfit into your nice scholarly looking outfit?
Yeah, Zacharias has a like scholarly, like a he's a gentleman with like a white beard. He looks very friendly. He looks like bookshelf Santa's older brother.
Carrying the holy symbol and everything.
Oh yes.
I am going to look like Zacharias the Apprentice.
Chiron will be the bulkiest scholar the world has ever seen.
Bulkiest scholar. And you will be our manservant, of course.
Absolutely ripped.
You're carrying all the books, right?
Yeah.
It's a simple eunuch.
Yeah, exactly. It's my Nubian eunuch.
He sings really well.
Master Chiron.
Then Cash is your first lady.
Well, Cash is Lady Cash. The most charming priestess of Mithra has ever been seen.
And then your bodyguard.
I don't think it's a good idea to call her Lady Cash, though, because Cash is kind of not the...
We'll use whatever alias you decide to make for yourself.
Yep.
Chiron will call himself Robert Barclay.
Oh.
In honor of his fallen friend.
And former master.
Yep. Zacharias will go with his alter ego actually here.
I have a lot of aliases I use. Today's alias I'll add to my label. Then I'll shift my disguised thing into notes.
And
Marcus will be...
You will lictor
Peter
sacrum.
Exactly.
No. He'll be Spider-Man.
Yes. Move along, as you will. The baroness sort of steps into the carriage as her guard just takes their position around it. Seems this is sort of her personal travel people. You probably prefer more, but as it is. She'll sort of look out the window, give you a slight smile and a wave, and say, "I will see you at the banquet then."
Indeed, the banquet.
Right down the road. She rides north.
Of course. All right. Well, what does Zacharias remember more about this fantastic place?
Not a whole lot, really. I mean, he hasn't been here for that long. He had one visit. It was a very beautiful town, very nice town. People were very friendly. Felt very safe. Mostly good memories. I mean, they had a lot of innovation and such in that area. The
Varsil, was that the name?
Marcel. It's up this way.
Okay. Well, I suppose we should, actually take a look over town and see, see the layout and stuff.
Yes.
You know what? Why not? Let's use Cashwheel last name.
What is Cash's last name? It has never been spoken ever.
Stallone.
It's not Stallone.
Cash Stallone.
No.
Kalonimos. Interesting.
Kalonimos. Cash Kalonimos. All right. See, I like, a year in and I learned Cash's last name.
You know what it means?
No.
Good name.
Okay, there you go.
I thought it was hilarious because, well, it's actually not her family name, so yeah. It's her husband's last name.
Of course.
Just looking around, everyone has their ultimate egos attached.
Mm-hmm.
Or Cash's real ego.
Which is always attached.
It's always.
And quite big.
Peter Parker! Oh, that is awesome.
There is no problem with Marcus's alias.
No.
So, which way did it go? What do you do? Standing in this alley, sort of the alley, side street. An elderly lady is walking around picking up some garbage that someone must have dropped by accident.
Oh, God damn it. I want to destroy this place so badly.
Where would you like to go?
Urge to kill rising.
You can smell the smell of newly baked bread. Children
So-
are laughing and playing.
Monica-
Master Grief, where would you like to go?
Yes.
Well, I'm assuming that the big streets are at least somewhat populated.
Oh yeah,
Okay, then we should
they're
just
big
follow
and there are
one.
people everywhere. This is a huge city.
Yeah, we go on the main streets. We'll blend right into the crowds.
But clearly, the best course of action is to just follow Kyron.
Zacharias will approach like a friendly-looking guard or some such on the street, if there is one.
Really?
He's sort of he looks a little old, probably a retired guard, but probably serving out of his goodwill.
Mhm.
You know, he's sort of a little too big for his armor and such.
Oh, sure. This is great. Yeah, Zacharias will approach and nod to him and say, "Mithras light be upon you, sir."
Yes, Rithos Light.
And,
How can I help you, citizen?
Well, I must say that I am a traveller from quite far away, and as such I do feel a little bit lost and awestruck by the majesty of this place. And so I beseech you, good sir, to tell me something of the different districts of this place, and where should I go if I, for instance, would like to have a nice night's rest, calm and quiet place?
Well, I suppose as a pilgrim, you would want to go to Carthsale. There you can see the great cathedral, and probably even be allowed to sleep in one of the side buildings. As you go there to pay your respects. You're doing the great four cathedrals. Then he sort of pales a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Great two cathedrals, I suppose.
Zacharias frowns, like looking at him questioningly.
Just looks, oh well, you haven't heard. Surprising.
I have been on the road for quite some time, my good sir. I'm afraid I'm quite out of the loop, really.
Well, as it is, you're sure you've heard of the attacks. Two of the great cathedrals have been destroyed now. The Tavern being sacked and the Vale destroyed. Bugbear raiders. Some say there are more to it, but I don't believe them.
Zacharias nods. Yes, well, these are dark times, but Mithras'
Very
light
dark
is
times.
always shining.
Sort of pipes up a little, says, yes, of course. And this is the biggest and best one.
Zacharias nods. In which direction does he point? Like,
He
is it-
points this direction over here.
Okay.
So see the beginning of the hill. You can even see the spires of it. It must be a huge cathedral.
Mm. Yes. Well, Mathrin is a splendid place. The city of 7 hills, I think it's called. Something like that, yes?
Yes, it is. There are 7 hills, and each of them has their own sort of distinct nature, and around them are the different burns that each have, well, mostly people, really. There's, of course, Card's Burn, where the merchants go to trade their goods. There you might find a good traveler's inn, but they can be a little bit sort of, so really, if you're the religious sort, I would hardly suggest Carthsale.
Zacharias smiles like warmly towards him. I have been travelling the road for years, decades even, my good sir. I actually quite enjoy a little bit of spirits in the evening, from time to time at least. He smiles.
Oh, it's all right then. Well, I suppose you would want to go to the travelers' inns.
Zacharias nods. Does he have any inn he would recommend?
Yeah, he does. It's in the northern area by the water, though.
Sure.
It's in Weyburn.
Mm-hmm.
It's where people come when they visit for business, mostly.
Does the tavern have a name?
Not yet.
Okay.
There's just one.
Sure. The Smiling Friar.
All right, that's the name of the town.
All right.
It's like he'll sort of tell you that you're the most far away from it that you could possibly be. I'm still in the city, but what you really have to do is go north, and you really keep going north, and you'll find it.
Oh, well, that shouldn't be too hard.
Once you get to to Halden's Hill. Go around there, and it's sort of by the northern side of that hill.
All right. Well, Zacharias will thank him for all of his information.
You'll say that Zacharias may have a good day.
And you too, sir. Mithras light.
May the scholar be with you. He seems to, saying that.
Well, that was friendly and fun.
Cash looks bored. He's like, I don't understand how we used to do this.
I know, right?
Zacharias
Zacharias
is resisting the urge to click his fingers and set something on fire.
Zacharias smiles, his like grandfatherly smile upon them. Oh, come now, my dear friends. We have been traveling so long. We should enjoy being in the capital of this great kingdom. Yes,
Master.
He has this like bookshelf Santa smile on his face.
Very, very quick nods. Yes, Master Grief.
Cash looks bored. Who was I supposed to be again?
Oh, you're such a jokester. He like, ho 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 ho, like Santa Claus, and like pats her on the shoulder or something.
Let's keep walking, shall we? All that
Cash,
talk about spirits make me thirsty.
Cash,
Plus
You know,
19 reflex
very
save and moves
rude.
away from the hand.
yeah, that she'll do a reflex.
So,
set.
which of the
get
two
the hell
paths
away.
north?
You don't even get to touch her.
We go that way or that way?
Yeah, you don't touch her.
You don't touch Cash.
He jumps and evades completely, flipping out.
This evasion ticks.
Apparently this noble lady's a ninja. Oh well,
Let's go this way.
let's go.
Well, you're an undead, so she doesn't want to be touched.
You sort of pass by Zarzil, and you can sort of hear the amount of metal working. Just think what that could be done with it if bent to.
So it was like a tradesman quarter, basically.
Zarzil, this one up here,
Yeah.
that's a military quarter.
Oh, okay.
That's where the grand halls of the knightly orders are, and sort of.
Yeah, I kind of don't want us to go through there.
There's a lot of knights, safe to say, although probably fewer than there have been in a very long time. Most of them left some time ago.
How silly.
Continue a little further.
So as we continue our travels,
I missed the wagon. It wasn't really a wagon, it was what?
Cart.
A cart. I should have bought it, but then you'll just have given my cart to her.
no, I wouldn't have given your cart because it wasn't mine then.
Can you prove that to me?
Sorry, I do not have the power to turn back time.
Let's
Yet.
find a time dragon and find out.
I will construct a time dragon out of snow and have it perform the duties.
Clockwork time dragon.
Now you mention it,
Simulacrum.
I do.
Yeah.
Now you mention it, I am in need of I have a friend called the Doctor who needs some help.
I would assume we just keep heading north because
Yes,
why not?
north.
Find
Yes.
that travelers in because who knows?
Who
Just
knows?
keep going. And north.
You get to a bridge over the water.
Going north.
Uh-oh, Marcus is so screwed.
Well, he can pass over it. It's just-
There lives a person on the bridge.
oh,
You
oh, okay. This is my home. Marcus like screeched to a halt.
smack into it.
I believe a bridge counts as a
He works
public
as an
area.
immovable rod as he's pinned between the cart and the.
Yep.
You know, that's not a bad idea. You could use it
As you walk in here, you see a stark change as you begin to walk this way. You see more, really around just here, as you enter this area. You can just see the walls of.
Hmm.
Keep going.
Those are some walls.
They are.
They're quite massive.
Hmm.
So that is the old Barken Keep. It's King's Hill, the main hill, and then in there it's the old Barken Castle.
Oh, it's like the old royal castle.
That does change things.
The only walled part of the city.
What is actually held in that castle these days?
Huh?
Like what is
Mostly
actually in the
just
castle?
like a bit of old stuff, and then some administration work and such.
Okay.
The real administration's moved on.
So the tax collectors.
Oh, or the taxes. Is the treasury in the old castle?
Not sure.
It's time for another.
Let's
I
rob
got-
a
I
bank while we wait for a giant dragon. to
rob
got
the
the
castle.
Walk in here. This seems to be sort of a foreign trade quarter a bit. There's a lot of different wares, a lot of warehouses, and there's sort of some stores and whatnot. It's like mostly what seems to be imported goods. In this paper quarter.
Do
As
they
you continue here.
do the stores seem to be well stocked?
Currently, yes. Especially with foodstuffs.
Hmm.
You know, if the golden bow keeps going up and then in a bow, so it doesn't look like a bow, it's gonna be awesome.
As you walk to the Golden Bow, you begin to see what seems to be a palace in itself, just at the edge of this area. And then another one, and then another one. It seems that along this Golden Bow here is just a row of, well, palaces, really.
It's the Lakeside View
They're
district.
incredibly opulent, most of them.
I'm sure you don't want to turn this to payday and we just go ahead and like rob stuff.
Yep.
I'm just thinking if Jake was here, we could use Marcus Dominate Person to maybe get a somewhat temporary outpost in here, so we don't have to teleport outside.
Hello, we're having your house.
Yeah, basically.
We definitely can. Marcus goes up, dominates person and does that to everyone in the household, and they will do what it says.
And then always do is ask, am I allowed in? Yes.
Yeah, dominate. Invite me. Of course, come in. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's actually a fairly good idea. Find basically a house and just dominate.
Well, where
everyone
do we
living
want our
there.
house to be? Do we want it to be near the Baron?
We
Baroness.
shouldn't pick the biggest one because that might end up.
You do see number 14. It's rather big. And outside it has what seems to be an old, sort of on the gate, there's an old royal crest of the Bakken house. It's not like the king's crest, but it's a royal crest. It's a royal family.
Certainly. Yeah, we don't need a huge mansion, really. We won't be staying here too long, honestly. We just need a place to hole up.
But a manor is nice.
A manor is nice, but there's a lot of mines we need to enslave for that.
I should move
Peasant!
close to Aaron's Hill up there. You see a lot of what seems to be actually buildings that are made of thick, heavy stone. And those of you knowing any part of engineering would know that this looks like a dwarven architecture.
The Dwarven Quarter.
Probably they look very old. And the very historically knowledgeable one, Rise, knows that dwarves were the original population. Telling card. Such maybe this city was probably founded by them. At the time.
Dwarves. Nobody likes dwarves, not even
No.
other dwarves.
You see a lot of sort of here some working in artisanship up there.
Just think about all those dwarves we killed.
We probably shouldn't think about that too much. Detect ports is still possible.
Engineer dwarves.
Tally ho.
Yes, tally-ho indeed.
Oh,
Hey,
you
that's my face.
just left me and Marcus.
Oh, no, Marcus is
Yeah,
going
you can derp around with Marcus.
No! Go away, Marcus.
Halldamir.
Indeed.
It doesn't look like a bow to me.
It's a bow.
I mean, it could be a bow, but a string here.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I kind of wanted it, to be like this. And then up like this. Really cool looking bow.
Okay.
Instead of just this.
As you move further here, you see that this is probably, well, the other one looked kind of like the buildings were kind of dwarvish. This one looks to actually have dwarves in it.
Oh.
Oh no.
Here they have
Like human
sound
buildings,
of
though.
thousands of hammers. Hitting
Hammers?
assholes and work being done and such on that hill.
Let's make notes. Yeah.
Actual dwarves.
Actual dwarves.
So left or right branch?
Well, he did say north and then around the hill, I think.
He points out both north, so,
Split the party. And let's go that way.
And let's go to that lake. And disappear. Thank
I
you.
vote we go left.
Sakurai can hide in the lake.
You can live in the lake. Also,
I can live in the lake.
okay, go live in the
Would
lake.
Zacharias be willing to craft me an ironstone? In that case, I could live in the lake.
Oh, well, that was
Sure.
pointless.
Let's all live in the lake.
As you walk this way,
Walk this way.
No. Don't delay. God damn you.